And now I'd like to introduce John Garland, Assistant Principal Horn, to speak on behalf of the musicians. John?
Good afternoon. Many people know that the musicians of the SSO give great performances of classical and popular music on this stage on many evenings throughout the year. Fewer people are aware that when we aren't performing here, we're playing full orchestra concerts throughout the region, in area schools, or performing in small groups in churches, schools, and community centers all around central New York. When we aren't performing as a full orchestra or in small ensembles, you will oftentimes find musicians giving clinics in our schools or coaching our youth orchestra. Offstage, the musicians lend support to many of our area institutions, serving as teachers, volunteers, mentors, leaders in our community, and as your friends and neighbors. The last 2 years have been difficult for the musicians of the orchestra. In 2009, we saw that the symphony was struggling, and we volunteered to freeze our wages for 2 years as a way to help. Last July, we saw that the symphony continued to struggle, and we agreed to shorten our season by 2 full weeks. This season, our 50th anniversary season, the 77 musicians of the Syracuse Symphony Orchestra gave back $580,000, reducing our season to 34 weeks to ensure that our 50th anniversary season would go on as planned. Though these sacrifices, which are really contributions, have been painful for the musicians, we decided to do these things to keep a full orchestra here serving Central New York. Today, we are thrilled that so many members of our community have joined with us to invest in their orchestra, and we are your orchestra. It is a big commitment to keep a full orchestra going, and I know it means a great deal to the musicians to see so many come forward with support. I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge our music director, Daniel Heggie, our board of trustees, the Syracuse Symphony Association, which works so hard throughout the year doing fundraising events and running the Encore Thrift Shop, our office staff, some of whom work long hours and receive little recognition, and finally, all the folks who help maintain the orchestra through donations and attendance at our concerts. Though the applause at the end of our performances almost always seems to be for what just happened on stage, we believe that it's also for you, and we invite you to join the musicians in sharing with the recognition and pride that comes from maintaining this great orchestra.